Hello everybody and welcome back to Brotato, the horde survival action roguelike itself, but modded though, because we're going to be checking out the Mashtato mod here once again. Adds a bunch of characters to the game, some brand new items and weapons as well. Today we're checking out the Monk, who has 4 flat damage up with unarmed weapons, 5% dodge, dodge capped at 65, 1 HP regen for every 5 dodge, 1 attack speed for every 3 dodge, 1 melee for every 5% attack speed. So this is not going to get benefit from this, usually, from order of operations, unless something was hard-coded. You can't equip ranged weapons, armor modifications down by 50%, and just don't take engineering. So clearly, the best strat for this would probably be just go fist. But I do see that that's not a starting option, and my response to that is challenge accepted. I am going to try and make a kill hand run. Like an actually deadly hand run. That is the plan. We will see how we can make that work. The good news that comes with that is that we get just so much free harvesting. So, like, that's nice. It's a good thing. And if we go for a bunch of dodge and stuff anyways, this could easily be a riposte run. You know? It could be the rare riposte is actually pretty decent run. Crit on that's a no-go. Take the dodge. Okay. See, yeah. I mean, it's better. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. It is 100% just going to be better to do that. So what is the 1 melee damage for every 5% attack speed? I don't know. This seems like a character that if you just, you know, start with fist or you pivot to fist, it seems like it'd be just straight up too easy. I know that 50% armor down is scary, but it's also not a big deal when you have everything else going for you, especially like the... Also, it's a minus 50. Oh my god, I love minus 50 armor characters. In a weird way, they're really nice, because then your armor penalty is not as bad usually when you do take the minus. So that's nice. Just force roll for hands. Even still, because we can upgrade and we can get that extra harvest thing. Alright, good deal. We have 54 harvesting already. You can't be too upset with that. HP regen and attack speed per dodge. Melee per attack speed. But you see, we have 8 attack speed there. And I am not gaining any melee damage from having 5% attack speed. That is because the attack speed is coming from my dodge. And just the weird kind of little order of operations of it means that it will not apply to both. Otherwise, there's some chances you could get some infinite recursive loops. But, I mean, you wouldn't with this character. But you could on other characters easily. I don't know if that's why it was made that way. I don't know. But, hey. Get some more harvesting. So yeah, 1 melee damage for every 5% attack speed. So this is a 10% attack speed and 2 melee damage. So that's very appealing to me. I'll take a Peasant's Garb for sure. Goat Skull is fantastic on a fist or hand run. Goat Skull is basically, for me, it's an unarmed weapon item. And that's usually it because of how much I like crit. There's just so much crit utility in the game ever since the 1.0 patch, especially. Before that, but especially on the 1.0 patch. You know, when we got Tentacle and all that jazz too, it's just... it pushes it over the limit. It's just been all uphill since then. Crit's always been good. And it just keeps getting better. All right, I'm gonna say sure. That being said, it's not a crit day today. 8% dodge minus 0.5 armor, sure thing. So there's an argument for even like going beyond normal dodge cap today. Take a Scar. But yeah, 75 harvesting. We're just gonna get rich. The truth is that this is kind of like a go lifesteal, get tanky day. If I'm going to be, you know, truthful and genuine with what would probably be strongest. Am I going to do that? I'll definitely do some. I'll get some lifesteal. I'll get some health. Probably get some armor with even with the 50% penalty. But health is going to be a better strat. We got all that free HP regen, but we're going to get so much attack speed today. It's silly. I would say it's probably, like, above anything, it's probably a riposte kill day, which is fun. And I don't think... Ooh, wait. I think it's worth it. Elemental damage for every dodge. I don't think that there's a lot of blue tier dodge stuff is what I was going to say. Let's get this first because we get more harvesting. But there's definitely some. Do I get ritual? Ritual is so expensive. That's the thing. People always get... It seems like that's one of the items that people get most confused. Like, why don't you take ritual? Like, percentage damage and lifesteal are good stats. I'm not disagreeing. It's literally just kind of a bit too overpriced. That's... I'll say it every once in a while to kind of, you know, loop people in. But yeah, I agree. Those are good stats. It's just not a lot of them, and it's very expensive. Is it worth it? Yeah, probably. But I don't want to negotiate with that price. I don't want to engage with it. I close my eyes. It doesn't exist. Ooh. Yeah, so today is one of those rare days where there's a definite argument for overflowing. We gain HP regen and attack speed still. We don't get it at a crazy ratio. I don't think I need range. Can turn into just different pacifist. I say no. I don't want to be just different pacifist. So yeah, we're doing a whopping 14 damage, baby. It's not great. Unsurprisingly. 10 HP regen. Pretty good considering I haven't purchased any. And dodge is at 56%. That's obviously very good. 10 more and we're at the new cap. Okay. If I can get whetstone, I will take that in a heartbeat. Because I do not need this much knockback. Smash him in the corner. Go, go, go. Oh, I risked it all for that crate. It better be worth it. What is it? Tardigrade is one. I mean, I'll take tardigrade. Tentacle. Why would you do this to me? I'll take it. Sure. Eh. Eh. Got me Berserker. 5% attack speed, 1 melee damage, and 15 range for 0.5 armor down. It's probably the day where, if there was a day where it's good, it's probably today, I suppose. But yeah, we need riposte. Everything goes very our way immediately the second we get one riposte. Zoop. It goes from, like, this is a good survivable build to, like, riposte is our main source of damage. Because as much as I want to make this a hand murder run, it's kind of tough to do that, clearly. Kind of trying. We're getting all that attack speed, all that, the free melee damage from getting some attack speed and all that. The second we get riposte, everything just rips apart, though. I'll say no, because I trust. So we are dodge capped. I kind of want to get some health. Let's get those together. I feel a little bit weird about that. I want membership card later. I don't want it now. I want it later. Broken Mouth is a great call for us at this point. This should be a joke wave for us. The fact that we can even one-shot these guys with our palm should be good enough. No lifesteal yet. Haven't pivoted to any of that. We got offered it early, but I didn't want to lose harvesting for it. All right. Adrenaline is a must-find. Yeah, Adrenaline, Repose, those things break this game wide open for me in a very silly way. There's a new modded legendary that increases your dodge cap by 5%. That would break the game wide open for me as well. Retrimation's Hoodie. Obviously, we take that today. It puts our attack speed into unbelievably silly territory if we get that. The bottom line of this run is that our survivability is down to the roll of the dice. Oh, why would you do this to me? Oh, why would you do that to me? 15% attack speed. That's 15% attack speed and 3 melee damage. Ooh, 4 armor. That's a great find. Maybe I give up on the lifesteal. Maybe I say no. But we're just gonna get so much. Ooh, that's good. 1 melee damage for free at the end of every wave. Screw it. I'm gonna bring that back to normal. It's a temp stat, so 5 dodge. It's 1 HP regen and like 2% attack speed. I don't care about the crit. The range down is a little bit of a problem. This, as good as this is, we shouldn't be getting melee damage from it. I guess I'll grab it just to see if that's the case. We still get the attack speed, and its penalty is halved. I'll be excited to see if my melee damage does change. 28. As far as I'm aware, it shouldn't, but yeah, 28, see? 28. See, there we go. It's because it's temp stats. It's temp stats. It's not stats that we'll get in the shop, and therefore it's not stats that'll apply. I don't know. I can't believe I'm feeling like Whetstone would be like nearly a best in slot item too. Just not knocking back enemies quite as far so that we can get better combos on them. Let's see, there we go. It's statistically not likely that what just happened happens and I take the double hits in a row, but because it is dodge and it is not health and armor, it can happen. It 100% can. Whoop, 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 whoop. Sure. Another hand. Whetstone. Thank you. Piggy bank. I'm just going to get it and get it out of the way. Another Whetstone. You read my dream journal. Thank you. All right. Do we kill this boss? I mean, Chef. If there was anyone we were going to kill, it's actually going to be Chef, so. Holy crap. Chef would be literally the only one where I would tell you, actually, I think we could kill this boy. Which is beautiful. I'm tagged for dodge, obviously. So this brings the chance where I could get Retrimation's Hoodie or the new cape legendary, and it's not completely dreaming to say that we could get that. It's not unrealistic. It's a legendary we're tagged for. We're X% more likely to get it than other legendaries, and there are 2 of them. Trying to think if there's another legendary dodge item right now. Cape. Cape is also, I don't really want cape. Just normal cape. 20% dodge. I shouldn't have said it. I should have forgot about it. I should have forgot about it. It's not that it's bad. It's really not bad. Because that is... It's not bad. It's just also not crazy. I'll take an epic. I'll take a tractor for sure. Muchly, dude. Give me my first riposte, please. Wave 11. Are we at the time where we can get membership card yet? I feel like it's probably not worth. Even still. I don't know. I want my harvesting number to be big and funny, so. I love that. So that's what we got to do for our knockback is we get him in the corner. But now that we have, we took a lot of whetstones. We got pretty lucky with finding those. Am I confident that that strictly does make us better? No, but if my goal is to kill people with hand and not just push people away, bringing it down to a more reasonable, like, 10, I think could be fine. It's still, for the attack speed, this is still one of the, if not the most effective knockback weapons, right? So obviously there's things in the game that knock back further, but they usually don't attack as fast. So it's still good for that. It's time. I'm going to take some flat melee. I'll take another whetstone, sure. 2% lifesteal every 5 seconds on the end of the wave. Some weird stuff with it too. Just don't really feel like it. I don't really need to do this anymore. 8% dodge. It's not that crazy anymore. I think we can take Spider. It's not, I don't know. Spider's not that good anymore either. Zoop. We're doing a whopping 28. Yeah, look how far back the enemies are getting pushed. Not very far. It's kind of interesting. I kind of like it. It's fun to see. A hand run where they're getting knocked back for only 18. I will say I probably want to call it there for whetstones. I might take one more and bring it to 15, but this feels about right. This is keeping them away from me, but it is still keeping them close enough that I can kind of like do this little walk the dog maneuver that I like to do with melee weapons, where you just kind of attack them and you push into them. It lets you kind of like clear space, basically. But yeah, again, riposte breaks this game in half right now. With the way we're playing and the stats we have, riposte breaks everything. And we should be tagged for it. We should be tagged for it, and we should be able to find it. And it shouldn't be too crazy to expect. I will tell you that that's a nice free rip. Nice free win there. Free reroll. Like, everything there was good enough. I do feel like Spider might be a trap. Yeah. I think Spider was a trap. It's just easy to get excited about it. It's probably not usually worth it on a mono weapon run. I'd say it's worth it all the time if you get it from a crate. Like, it's probably worth it pretty much all the time. But today we like harvesting, we like dodge, so there's like a little bit less going for it than normal. I don't know. I think it's it was an improper purchase on this run. I would have taken it from a crate though, regardless, and thought it was a good idea. I'm loving this wave right now. Oh my lord. This is so satisfying. 42, slapping him with the meaning of life. Is there a reason why we wouldn't do Rip and Tear? No, I don't think there is. Honestly, we take that shop. I want Riposte so bad. I've never wanted Riposte this bad in my life. But yeah, Rip and Tear should definitely do some work for us. It does more than my my actual attack. That's beautiful. It is sad that it reduces my harvest thing, but, you know, whatever. We're on wave 15. We can afford to start losing harvesting now. Ooh, that's the fun thing about dodge runs right there. In a nutshell. I think the only reason I see kind of against the Rip and Tear right now would be it does make it harder for me to get lifesteal. It kills enemies that I otherwise could, like, really have a good chance of stealing life from. I think it's worth the trade, to be clear. No Riposte, no adrenaline, no hoodie, no new funny cape item. Not going to say this run is unlucky, because that's just not true. I'm not taking another one. I need some range. Come on now. Come on now. This I know is this is busted. I'm taking it. It's so good on this character. Doing 57s. This is doing 63s. I guess we could be getting like dynamites and stuff at this point, but I don't know. Could have been taking them the whole time. It's dynamites. It's always such a weird item. If you're not taking an explosive weapon, it's hard to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get, you know, not Riposte. I'm going to get Rip and Tear. And it's gonna carry if I get a bunch of dynamite. It's like, eh. But of all days, I'd say, yeah, Rip and Tear and Riposte today more than any other day are going to carry their weight for sure. It doing more damage than my attack is pretty telling. Okay. What's my speed? Oof. We say no. Incorporeal, obviously busted. I could, I just don't feel like it. I kind of want to hyper roll. Because surely at one of these points, I was going to say, if I just keep rolling non-stop ad nauseum, roll, I'll get a Riposte. It should do a very, very large amount of damage compared to normal. It did. Let's see, how much did it do? 7,000. This did 2,000 last wave. This is literally the dream Riposte run. Like, if it's ever going to be useful, it's today. If I could get that legendary, the new legendary from this crate that ups my cap all the way up to 70%. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby. Oh, we've ripped through our nullifies. Oh, baby. I'm loving this run. I'm loving this run so much. It's so strong in a completely different way than normal. And I love it for that. Sure. So here's the thing. We don't care too much about our range. We could do that. I just don't feel like it. Explosion size, fine, it's worth it. We don't care too much about our range. If a lot of our damage is coming from, like, a riposte or something, we can do some funny stuff with that. Just by standing on an enemy and... Oh, wow, our first dodge was a fail. But the thing is, riposte, as good as it can be, the best riposte run is a run like this where you can just stand on a boss and we have these nullifies to kind of like keep it nice and clean. Because the nullifies only go off after you fail to dodge. That's what makes these, like, that's what makes nullifies such a good item for a character like this. It goes off after. I'm trying to get hit by stuff, or I mean, I'm trying to dodge stuff, but... Trying to use a mechanical dodge, which requires me to be hit by a bullet, technically. You there. Goodbye. Okay. Now we actually dodge. Such a strange run. I like it. Adrenaline would be just beautiful. I should have taken that. Flat melee. You know? That actually helps a lot. Black belt's not bad. It's just also kind of late. And I got my mind set on some very specific stuff. Let's go. I know. That's the thing. Does it feel stupid to roll like crazy? Yes. But I also know that I'm tagged for it. So if I just roll enough times, you just gotta accept that you might fail. You gotta not accept anything less than the best, baby. So obviously adrenaline is nothing until we've lost all of our nullifies. It's literally a useless item until then. But then it becomes just obviously the best, probably the best single survivability item we could have gotten. Above even the new modded item that would increase our dodge cap. It's even going to be better than that. Say 50% chance to heal 5. So it's an RNG on top of an RNG roll, but still... It usually should make things really, really stable. Man. Rip and tear. What a find. What a find. Rip and tears for the wave clear. Ooh, 8 melee. And riposte is for the bosses. Alright, we're literally just going to be looking for boss killing capabilities. Charcoal's fine. I think that'll actually be nice. There's no reason. I'm gonna be clear. There's no reason to upgrade this. Sure. All right, that'll be good enough. Okay, get back up to full. Get in there. Now we have to be safe for a smidgen, which is not fun. Oh, my lord. Okay, just be safe for a smidgen. Get in there, get that crate. Now we stand on this man. Go down here, stand on this man. God, it's such an exciting run, though. Because that's the thing, it's super risky. So yeah, 39,600. So Rip and Tear obviously out damage riposte. The thing is, almost all of this damage was on the boss. On the boss or on the elite. That's the way to look at it. Is riposte an impressive item? No. Should you take it on a normal run where it's not tailor-made for it? Probably not. The reason to take riposte on a normal run is because, like, it's going to do something, and it gives you 2 melee damage. That's the thing. That's, there's a reason to take it. Gives you 2 melee damage as well, and it gives you that effect that's usually fine, right? But on a perfect run like this, where you get a stack, a crazy amount of dodge, you have a slightly above average dodge chance, you have some survivability baked into that as well. You have, obviously you have nullifies this item's crazy, but I'll tell you what, for this strategy, it is not, I'm not going to say it's useless, but it became irrelevant very, very fast. It is kind of just the thing. But very, very cool. Rip and Tear was the wave clear thing. Riposte for the single target boss. If we could have stacked these in some way, that would have been lovely. But I really liked this character. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. It's more just what this character encourages you to do is very fun. He helps provide and make it a lot cleaner, for sure. And let me tell you, the elephant in the room, this run would have been better if I switched to Fist. It's just true. Yes, I wouldn't have had as much money because of the harvest thing, but let's be honest. Let's be honest here. If my weapons could have been doing 5 times as much damage, it would have been a stronger run. So, that being said, I like that it was allowed. I wish that there was even some kind of gimmick where it was just +4 damage with hand or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if you can do that, but I'm sure you can do it by like adding a very specific tag on a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, very fun. Alas, that's going to do it here for today. Thank you for watching. The mod is Mashtato. You can check it out on the Steam Workshop for free if you already own Brotato. My name is Rostepher. Cover any games every single day with an extra specialty in roguelikes and roguelites. If that's something you are into, this is a channel that you should be subscribed to. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.